President Trump has rattled markets with another attack on Fed Chair Jerome Powell. It's Thursday, 26th of June, and here's what you need to know. President Trump called Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell terrible on Wednesday and told reporters he already has 3 or 4 candidates in mind to replace him. Now, Powell's term isn't up until May 2026, and it's generally agreed the president doesn't have the legal power to fire him, but President Trump has repeatedly threatened to test that. That's left markets worried about the threat to the Fed's independence. Look at the reaction in the dollar, our chart of the day. That hit a 3-year low as investors worried a shadow Fed chair appointed by President Trump could criticize Powell from the sidelines and affect the Fed's credibility. Powell himself told lawmakers in Congress yesterday policymakers are still worried about the impact from President Trump's tariffs and its possible consequences for inflation. He said they were in no rush to cut rates anytime soon. Our number of the day is $3.76 trillion. That's the market value Nvidia hit on Wednesday, making it once again the world's most valuable company. Nvidia, Apple and Microsoft have swapped places at the top a few times over the last year. Money is piling back into big tech as investors keep betting on AI. Nvidia has now gained 60% since its low on April the 4th. You may have missed reports that Shell was in talks to make a bid for BP, at least according to the Wall Street Journal, which would create an energy giant worth more than $275 billion. Shell now says there are no such talks, and it pointed out rules in the UK would block it from making a bid for the next 6 months. Our stock of the day is Nike. It's expected to report lower results later as its share of the global sneaker market is falling. Nike is betting heavily on Kenyan athlete Faith Kipyegon. She hopes to become the first woman to run a mile in under 4 minutes at a stadium in Paris later today, while wearing Nike shoes and a 3D printed sports bra. Nike is heavily marketing the sports bra, aiming to win back women customers who are much less likely to buy a Nike product than men. And that's what you need to know this morning.